Hi guys, good morning. Just
Hello, good morning, everybody. We will wait for another 2-3 minutes and we will continue with the session. Stay tuned.
hey, hi Shraddha. Just checking my mic if it is working. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, so very good morning, and this is a weekend, and still we are here to discuss on things, discuss on different topics. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining this session. Hi, Anusuman.
Hi Shraddha. Hello everyone.
Hi. Yes, hello everyone. This is Shraddha from Tequila Global Services. So, yes, on this bright weekend, we have two very knowledgeable, very talented, speakers with us. So, I would request Hetal Mirani to go ahead and introduce herself first. Yes, over to you, Hetal.
Okay, thank you, Shraddha. My name is Hetal Mirani. Good morning, everyone. I would like to start by thanking Company Bench, first of all, for organizing this webinar. Also, I would like to thank everyone who has joined in today on a weekend. Thank you so much. I would like to start with a little background about myself. So I've been in the industry for more than 8 years now. I have worked with different organizations. Currently, I'm working with Ascentrik Research Pvt Ltd as Business Manager HR. I oversee global HR operations. My job involves people. We are complex, different, unpredictable, and that is what makes my job interesting as well as challenging. Every day at work is a new learning experience since I'm interacting with different people on daily basis. So yeah, I'm really passionate about what I'm doing, and I really enjoy doing what I'm doing. And yeah, that's it about me, and I'm really looking forward to today's session. Thank you so much.
Yes, that was wonderful, Hetal. Thank you very much. And I'll go ahead to Anusuman Prasad. So, yes, over to you, Anusuman. You can introduce yourself.
Thank you, Shraddha, and thank you, Hetal. That was a very wonderful introduction by yourself. And like you all are saying, this is a weekend. So I'm assuming all the people who are present on the call today are quite serious about their career and want to achieve something in their life. So for that, kudos to all of you. All right, with that, I will give you my introduction. So my name is Anusuman Prasad, and I'm basically from Jharkhand. Currently based at Pune and working with Infosys BPM Ltd as a business HR partner. I have started my career 10 years ago with Aircel Limited in the domain of customer service. And now you can see after, a lot of struggle and lot of efforts, I am in HR domain since last 6 years now and dealing with you guys. So I'm going to, I'm hoping that we are going to have a very interactive session today, expecting a lot of questions and probably I'll be able to handle those. With that, thank you. Over to you, Shraddha.
Yes, thank you very much. That was wonderful too. So, yes, along with these two ladies with us, we will be starting up with the topic today. So, the topic is all about employee recognition. So, how to maximize the value of employee recognition. Um, so, to start with the discussion, yeah, I have one question. Okay. Why does employee recognition matter? Yes. So, anybody from both of you can start with with the discussion, and we can move ahead accordingly.
All
Okay.
right, Shraddha, I think I would like to take this question first, if you don't mind,
Sure.
Hetal.
Yeah,
Thank you.
please go ahead.
All right, thank you, Hetal. So, see, we are talking about recognition, and the word recognition itself is very powerful. That is not only for the employees. If anyone gets recognized or they get motivated. I will give you a very simple and funny example. If a wife, appreciates his husband for any thing that he's doing, a good thing, then the husband starts doing that thing again and again. And that was a funny example. So we need recognition. If we are doing something good, it is very important for the managers, their team leaders to recognize that. And that will help the person to do the same work again with more enthusiasm. So yeah, that was
Right.
very simple, and I have that view about recognition.
Right.
Over to
Right.
you, Hetal.
Yeah, I agree with what Anusuman has just said. I think recognition, the word itself is powerful, but at the same time, it's very, very natural. There are a lot of psychologies, that have proved that, recognition is like a basic human emotional need. So according to me, it is obviously employees are no different and they also need recognition. Having said that, recognition will boost employee morale. They'll feel valued, they'll feel like they make a difference, their work make a difference, and once a person starts feeling like that, they start aligning their goals to the organizational goals. And I think that results in increased productivity, it results in more employee retention, and it leads to organizational success. So I think that is why, according to me, it is very, very important. Like, it is a very important concept to be discussed.
Yes. So, I would like to add one more point over here is employee. Whenever we recognize anybody, that person, be it an employee, be it a kid too. Okay. So, as you said, like it is applicable on every level of your life. Um, they get to know that whatever they are performing, they are doing is correct. They get a line to perform. They get to know that what they are supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. Okay. So yes, recognition is somewhere where we are appreciating their good work. Okay. And they, yeah, as Heathel also said, that yes, they feel valued. Yeah. They don't feel ignored, or they understand that yes, company is looking at me, company is understanding what am I doing, my manager is looking after my work, yes, and my work is getting recognized. So yes, recognition is something which plays a very important role in any employee's life cycle. um, yeah, and like the next question is all about the steps needed to build a successful recognition program. There are different steps is what we have to go through, we have to think of. So what are those steps when we build any successful recognition program? Industry wise it will differ,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Every industry will have their own pointers to consider. So yeah, Hetal.
Yes, Shraddha, I believe that it as an HR, first of all, while we create a recognition program, it is very important that you understand what your company is, right? The company's line of business. Even that is very, very crucial, because what might, for an example, what might work for an IT company might not be working for a manufacturing industry. So it will differ. So definitely an HR has to consider this as a primary point, that you have to understand your company's values, your company's vision. That is very important. And second, I believe you have to know your audience, which is the employees. So it is important to know what age group your employees are, what is their educational background. So these are some basic, because then only you will understand what is the mindset and what are their expectations. So ultimately a recognition program has to also, like, obviously it has to match up as per the company's vision and level, but at the same time the employees should also get something out of it. So it should be a win-win situation for both the parties, and that is where the HR has to very smartly create a recognition program.
Right, right, yes, yes. Anusuman, please.
Yes, very well said by Hetal. See, what I believe about building a successful recognition program, see, like you all are talking about, there are different approach for all the organizations to, build these programs. Basically, it should be a monthly, a quarterly, and then a yearly program. Three steps should be involved here. And there could be, like, employee of the month program that we are actually, I have been conducting in the current and the previous organizations, that really helps the top performers to get recognized and get motivated, and they work with double enthusiasm. That is what we have believed and seen in my experience. So that is very important. So like I said, there should be three programs, like monthly, quarterly, and yearly, that will help the organization also to recognize and keep motivating their people.
Yeah,
Yes.
Shraddha, I would also like to add one more thing. Since Anusuman was just talking about the yearly, monthly, and quarterly programs that you need to do, it is known as rewards and recognition program, right? So these two terms are used very interchangeably, but it has different meanings attached to it. So reward is like something which is more tangible, but recognition on the other end is an intangible concept, wherein it has more emotional value attached to it. So while creating a successful recognition program, you also have to look at it that both of these aspects are being covered. It should not always be monetary, it should not always be social. It has to be a perfect, you have to strike a balance between materialistic and then emotional values. So both should be taken into consideration while we are creating that program.
Correctly said, correctly said. And that program, the employee should be able to relate to himself. Yeah, by considering that program, he should be able to manage his style of working, his way of performance, okay, his way of thinking too. So the employee should be able to connect, and then they should be able to, it should not be like something which is the employee is not able to perform, and then what's the use of that program, right? We want our employees to perform on those lines, and we want our employees to excel in their work or performance, whatever it is. So yes, it should be more of a employee centric too. Yeah, so that employee can perform. uh, yes. um, Going to the next point, as how to better align recognition activities with company values, culture, business outcomes. Yeah, how to better align recognition activities with company values, culture, and business outcomes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Anusuman, you can go ahead.
It's a tricky one, actually. That's why I was also taking a pause. All right, but I will still try to. Okay, I will still try to answer it in my best way. So the question is how to better align recognition activities with company values, culture, and business outcomes. See, whenever a company is taking initiative to build the successful recognition program, definitely they are going to implement, the company values, culture, and business outcomes. And based on that only, they prepare the recognition program. So how it is rated to the business outcomes, because we pick up the people who are the top performers and then only we recognize them, right? So it is automatically interconnected. And company values and culture is always a part of all the activities that we conduct in any organization. So I think that answered the question.
Yeah. Yes, Hetal.
Yeah, I think certain programs are again like business outcomes, you said. So I think certain R&Rs that we do are directly related to the business outcomes. For an example, when we are doing certain employee of the quarter or employee of the month awards, these are quite tangible because they are directly related to the targets and everything, right? So that kind of recognition is directly related to the business outcome. So that's quite tangible. The challenging part is the second part of it, aligning things which are intangible, like the culture. That's something which is more intangible, and that is a bit tricky, I believe. But what we are doing at Ascentrik, and what I would want to share here is, like for an example, we are doing appreciation week twice in a year. So in that, what we do is the entire week is like the appreciation week. There are cards that are like given out to everybody. Now this is like a effort from myself or the management to kind of show the employees that appreciation is not just something that your manager is, it is only expected out of your manager. It is also peer to peer. It is also something that a junior can give to their seniors. So appreciation has to be, or recognition has to be, a culture, and it is not essentially just a trophy or just one certificate that you're giving to one employee in one program. So such a kind of programs, I think, hold a lot of value, and I have experienced this very first hand in our organization, that people are very, very excited about appreciation week than they are for the regular R&R programs. So I think that kind of imbibes a culture where people start, relating. They understand that if one person is doing extremely well, everyone cheers up that person. So that has to be a vibe of the company, and not just the boss trying to have everyone together and then giving away one award. I think this works much more better for us.
Okay. Yeah, that's really nice to hear actually. Wherein all are appreciating each other for their good work. Yes, and the that one single positive thought travels around the organization. Yeah, and which actually creates a good working culture too in the organization. It helps the employee to perform. It helps the employee to look at themselves, as well as this also uh, um, help us in learning how we should look at the others efforts too. Like other is also performing, other person is also working. Yes,
Yeah, there's
that's
like,
really
it is like a healthy competition, you can say, in
exactly. And and wherein both, like, togetherly we are pushing each other in doing something good.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Yes. And
See, one
yeah, but
more thing is regarding the same. When companies, now it is COVID scenario and still we are working, like many of the companies are working from home, but slowly companies are getting back to the offices. And when we will start working from the office, at that time or in the past also, companies used to conduct these activities on a larger platform. Like, they choose a day on a weekend or probably on a Friday, and then they used to call all their employees, to attend that activity where the people get recognized for their performances. So that definitely represents the company value, that how much they value their employees, and that there they can present their culture as well. And definitely it impacts the business outcomes, because once the employees get motivated, they are going to perform well, and it will definitely impact the business outcomes in a better way.
Yes, totally agree on that part too. Yeah, and going on the same lines, what is the best formula for recognition and individual, like employee of the month, personal written praise, public written praise, then personal verbal praise, public verbal praise? So there are different categories here they have mentioned. So what is the best formula for recognizing an individual?
I think it has to be a blend of both public as well as personal appreciation, according to me. Again, so as nowadays every company do R&R programs, so we also do like quarterly R&R. So that is like a public, appreciation that you're doing. But how about what if an employee is doing well? How many managers really take out the time of just sitting and chatting with that person, like just for a coffee or something, and just understanding the employee's perspectives, the employee's vision? That is very important. So that is I think that is done rarely, and that should be more motivated. Like this concept should be more used. And I think that even the managers has to it is always important for managers to even personally acknowledge somebody's work. It should not always be some functions or some award ceremonies. Again, I'm saying the same thing. It is not always that. People also want to understand the company's vision. So people also want to understand how their vision aligns with the company's vision. And that only happens when you also candidly talk to people sometimes, and tell them that they are doing a good job. So I think it has to be a perfect blend. And sometimes when things are on track, we just tend to ignore it. I mean, criticism is just like a reflex. So if one thing does not work out as per the planned everything, then it is, criticism is just like a reflex. But appreciation, on the other hand, takes a long time to come. So I think it is very much required. Like, a little thank you, pat on the back, well done, goes a long way. You can do it on personal level. You can do it on emails. We all do it on emails. You can do it via ceremonies. So it has to be a blend of everything again, I believe. Shraddha, you're on mute.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just said that yes, I agree on that, and I was requesting Anusuman to put on her
Sure.
thoughts.
Sure. Yes, Shraddha. So very well said, Hetal. Definitely a blend is important. I personally believe, like criticizing should be done in privacy, and when we are praising someone, recognizing someone, it should be always in groups or in teams. That really helps and boosts the morale of the employee, and it helps him or her to go a long way. So I believe, whenever you are praising someone or recognizing someone for their good work, it should be always in the group. Why to keep it to yourself? However, like here in our organization, we do maintain a list of the high performers with us, and we connect with them on individual basis as well, just to check if something is like everything is going fine, or they need any kind of support or help. So for that is also kind of a recognition, because the HR and their hire manager, one of them connects with the employee every month. So that is one way to appreciate them for their good work. And like Hetal was also talking, for the like through the records and recognition, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. That is also a very good way.
Right. Yeah. So definitely on from this point, I understood that yes, the it should be a blend of personal as well as public, be it written or verbal praise, or any, giving an award, giving a certificate or a trophy. Yes, trophy or anything is just like something in front of something kept in front of the employee, and the employee is looking at it as a target, and by considering it as a target to achieve, a goal to achieve, and then he or she is performing. Then yes, if, if the team has worked together to complete any task or any big event or something like that, yes, those appreciations should be given publicly, that yes, this is what the team has done. Yeah, recognizing in public gives altogether a different experience to the employee. They feel very motivated, while even though they are working or roaming around the office premises, they feel like everybody looks at them, and they feel like, yes, I am the star. Yeah, so that feeling is something really good. Yeah, it motivates employees. Yes, so going ahead with the next point is, as it's easy to miss great ideas about how your company recognizes employees for their hard work. So at times, yes, it happens that company misses on recognizing any good work, any hard work. So how to deal with this, or how can we avoid, uh, as a company, how we can avoid this situation to come. Yeah.
Uh, so, Shraddha, like I was talking about the one-on-one connect that we do with all the high performers in our organization. I think that's a very good way to keep a track of these things. Not only we appreciate and motivate the employee on that one call, but also if we are missing on something, the employee can directly talk to us, because that's a confidential call. We take it only, three people are there. So if there is something wrong, or we have missed by mistake to recognize them, they can come back to us and always talk, and then we can take it ahead. That can be one way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hetal.
I think Anusuman has rightly said that employee feedback is one thing that helps, but at the same time, I think good leaders, I think, are required, because the HRs always have connect with the employees on one-on-one basis, but a good manager or a good leader is someone who will never miss out when someone is really performing well in his or her team. So it is often said that people don't leave bad jobs; they leave bad
They
managers
leave
or
bad.
bad bosses.
Yeah.
So I think, as I was just saying previously, that criticism is like a reflex, and appreciation takes a while. So again, if your leader or the manager is somebody who believes in the concept of recognition and appreciation, then I don't think there would be any misses to this. But even if we miss it, I think again there has to be a proper employee feedback cycle. The HR has to be completely involved in the process of that how the team is functioning. There are always meetings, as Anusuman rightly said, that we always have meetings with the team, with the managers, that how things are going, and certain things are very tangible, so that who is performing well and who's doing well, so that is there. But I think at the same time, there has to be little recognitions here and there for people who are just going that extra mile. So I think there are certain people who are just giving their best shot. So these people should also be appreciated. There should be people who should be appreciated for just like basics. I mean, somebody who is always taking team effort, somebody who is working on, always punctual, working on time. So even you should recognize these little qualities also, and not just high performance. it's not necessary to always reward or recognize high performance. It's also important to recognize just the way somebody is working, just the way of their working, just the style of their working. Even that should be appreciated and recognized.
Absolutely. I think we have this, like in almost all the organizations nowadays, different criteria of rewards and recognition where people get awarded for the award name itself is Extra Mile Award, where people are doing something, extraordinary or something not necessary to go 100 miles ahead, but, something special they are doing. So I think almost all the organizations have those categories nowadays, and that's a very good approach.
Yes. Yeah. So, like we, as Hetal also rightly said, that the managers play a very key role in recognizing anybody, their team members' performance, and every manager will have certain number of reportees to them, and they know better who is working better, who is doing extra mile, or doing, who is, for whom we need to give some certain push or any support to perform. So yes, managers play a very key role in recognizing the performer of in the company. So yes, those are the ones with whom we as a HR cannot get in touch with altogether 500,000 people per
Exactly.
day. It
Yeah.
is quite difficult, right? So yeah, but we, from our end, we make sure that we should touch base few of the people daily, so
Yeah.
that nobody will feel like unrecognized, or so yes, we are the one, uh, yes, jinka role thoda kam rahega, but managers, yes, we will have to be in touch with the managers to understand what's going on, yeah, on the ground level. Yes. So going to the next point, as social recognition is often tied to technology. How do we integrate social recognition into the organization? So, social recognition is often tied to technology. How do we integrate social recognition into the organization? Yeah.
I think post pandemic, social recognition has become very important, and
Yes.
everything is digital. People are working remotely or they are in hybrid model. We are also working in hybrid. So it was challenging at the start of it because it was completely new, and we were clueless of how do we do it. And getting everyone together digitally also was a challenge at times. But after 2 years of successfully going through it, I think now it is the new normal. There are a lot of things that can be done while we want to integrate social recognition. I think LinkedIn is a great platform which is used by all the organizations nowadays, and people, even employees, feel very good about there's a morale boost if certain things are posted on your company's page on LinkedIn. So yeah, LinkedIn is one great tool to be doing social recognitions. I think there are a lot of applications, right, that every company is now using. There can be an internal HRMS. It could be some cloud-based application that you're using for, recognition. So all these things can be used. I mean, we at Ascentrik, we are using, a different application wherein it is like an in-house Facebook. People are posting, and, we post about everybody. I know all the organizations are doing this, wherein you post about work anniversaries. If there is something good or something some good achievements, then people post about that. So yeah, that's like, it adds a lot of value, I believe, social recognition.
Yeah,
I
Anusuman.
think, yeah, I think Hetal has covered it very well. Like social recognition is very much a part of other organizations nowadays. And yes, LinkedIn is a very good platform for that. And how we encourage people to, be socially active for the organization. So we ask them to take participation in different kind of activities. We keep on, creating those for them. It includes their family members also, and along with them, if they are, celebrating something, participating in some activities like, Rangoli competition, in all the festivals, and Father's Day,
Marathons and
Mother's
all.
Day,
Yes, employees do take participation in
and they
those.
enjoy it,
Yes, they enjoy. Yeah.
right?
And it adds to the team bonding. I believe that these events that we have, I would also like to add that, right now, like the R&R programs, we do it quarterly. We used
Hmm.
to do it digitally, obviously, during the pandemic. But now, since we are in the hybrid, we have made it a point that at least once a quarter, everybody is trying to get together. At least,
Right.
teams should get together.
Right.
I'm not asking for the entire office, but at least
Yeah.
teams should get together, and
Hmm.
then we give away the R&Rs, and I think it has a different impact altogether, because it leads to team bonding, where people are just chilling, chatting with each other, sharing, because during the pandemic it was such that people were working together, but they did not know much about each other. So it's like
Yeah.
they were like strangers working together. They don't know, they
Yes.
just know their first names and last names, and that is it, they know. And
Yes.
I think that is the major lack of remotely working, I think. After
Hmm.
a while it gets isolated. After a while, people, why we are seeing so many people going to co-working spaces, why we are seeing so
Hmm.
many people are working from different work locations, because
Hmm.
it becomes monotonous after a while. We are social
Yes.
animals. We need somebody to talk to share our experiences with, and that increases a lot of, it also develops you personally, I believe. So it is very important that you talk to your colleagues, and you outside work also, you know each other a little bit, and ultimately you're working together, you spend a lot of
Yeah.
time together.
Yes.
So maybe online, offline, but yeah, you're talking to your colleagues day in and day out. You spend more
We
time on work
know
than.
the employees nowadays in the new journey introduction mail what we get weekly. Yeah. And later it is like, just talking to the machine, the other machine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Even
completely agree.
people are like, they, they hesitate to turn on their cameras. Arey,
Yeah,
you are okay to go in front of the other person, but you are hesitating to turn on your camera. Why? Like,
yeah,
other person is a human only.
yes. And
It's
I
not
think
somebody else.
I have correctly said, I have experienced this during the pandemic a lot. I mean, even during the inductions, people are like putting off their
Yeah,
cameras. And I'm
yeah,
like, I am not going to do anything to you, but you, at least I need to see your reaction. I want to understand that I'm
yes,
talking to a human being, and I'm not talking to my
exactly.
laptop just like that. So yeah.
Then we have to do
Actually,
some of the other activity wherein, they have to turn on their camera and
Yeah, I mean, that is a challenge. Seriously, that's a challenge. You have any activity and all you can see is names on your screen, and there's
yeah, names on
nobody.
your screen. Why? Like you want the HR to be there and but
Yeah,
what even we need humans only to talk, right?
yeah. I think now
people
here
have
the HRs are talking.
Yeah.
people have that camera phobia. They are okay to come office and
See,
sit, but while if they have to turn on their
exactly.
cameras,
एग्जैक्टली वाई क्योंकि आप ऑफिस में जाने वाले हो आप फेस टू फेस मिलने वाले हो राइट इट इज द
exactly,
सेम वे वी आर
right,
डूइंग सिटिंग एट होम दैट्स इट
right,
नथिंग
right.
एल्स
I know, but till date we are facing that issue, and
yeah.
it's like,
No, I
I don't know.
clearly let them know that please turn on your cameras, we want to see you. Even it should
Yeah,
not
I
be
mean,
like only you people are watching us. It should not be like
yes,
that.
and I think you try to make them comfortable also. It's not like we are
Yeah,
trying to make anybody uncomfortable, but even after
exactly.
that, the participation is half, I must say. In person, like in the
Yes,
office, the
yes,
participation is very high. But on
yes.
Zoom, or on any other platform, it's on
Hmm.
any other digital platform, it's half.
Yes, yes, I totally agree on that. In person has that. Otherwise, see, if you don't want the connect on virtual base, you come to office. We will connect personally. We are anyways happy.
You say this thing and then see all the cameras will get switched on.
Ah,
Right.
चलेगा कुछ तो करो.
I
ये नहीं
know,
तो
I
ये.
know.
We see, we are human beings. We are HR, so we have to do this way or that way.
Right.
We have to
We
get
should
it done.
always
Bas.
have a solution.
Yeah,
Solutions. I know,
right.
I know.
Nice. Yes. So going on to the next, um, and the last, uh, last question of this is, how does your organization align the recognition focus on the budget to better attain organizational objectives? Now this budget thinking.
I think this should be the first question, by the way, because because I mean, being HRs, that is always there in our head somewhere or the other, right? There's a budget
Budget is
attached
what
to.
base we have.
Yeah, so it is the primary thing, but I think every organization has a budget, and I think what I do personally is you have to have an employee engagement calendar at the start of every year.
Yeah.
That helps. You know that what is planned and what is in front of you. It helps you
Yes.
strategize better. It helps you allocate the funds better, and budgeting becomes easier when you have a proper calendar in front of you with what all events you are planning, what all recognition programs you're planning, and then accordingly you can align those budgets. So I think that's a very straight approach that I kind of use. I would obviously love to know what Anusuman does.
Thank you, Hetal. Rightly said. See, I will talk directly about our organization, that is Infosys BPM. So we give a lot of importance to rewards, appreciation, and motivate performers. And therefore, we have a mechanism to recognize these individuals who are constantly contributing towards improvement in quality, customer satisfaction, and team contribution. And that's how we have managed a budget, like monthly, quarterly. And we have a very good budget to like spare with these top performers. So that's how we are working, and this is actually helping us a lot.
Shraddha, if you don't mind, I would want to ask Anusuman that, what all recognition, what all things are there. Like if you've just told us that you do it quarterly, monthly and yearly, but I'm very
Yes,
curious to know that what, apart from this, else what Infosys does. I mean, it might be insightful for
Yes.
me.
Right.
absolutely,
I'm able
absolutely.
to understand.
Right. So like I said, Hetal, we have three kind of, rewards and recognition program in Infosys BPM I'm talking about, because in Infosys Limited, there is a different approach. So we have the monthly, quarterly, and yearly award. Award names are different, and for those are for different program. Like one is known as spot program, on the spot award. So we get to know from the managers about some employee has done something extraordinary, suddenly on the spot. Then there is this like budget that we have, certain budget that I cannot disclose, but that we give to all those employees. That is the spot award. Then we have the individual excellence award. For that also we have a different eligibility and budget, and 2% of the total headcount gets that award, along with the this voucher or something. And then we have Team Extra Miler Award, Star of the Month. These are the monthly activities. For quarterly, if we go, we have like Top Gun Award. So for different engagement and different eligibility, as in the job level also matters there. If like job level 3 and 4, there are different job levels, obviously. So certain people are eligible for that, and if they perform really well in some extent, then they get this award. So likewise, we have many other ones. I can keep on going on that, and that's how it is categorized, basically, like monthly, quarterly, and yearly.
Okay. Yeah, that's great to know. I mean, I love the idea of spot award actually. That's something that's really nice. That's new.
Yes, in few of my previous organizations, we used to have a spot award wherein the person some have done something which is not expected from that particular person. Yeah, so yes, wherein we are recognizing his effort and the way he thought. at that particular point in time. Later we have this client excellence. Yes, it's but natural that yes, the person is getting recognized by the client, and even company is recognizing that particular person. And
Yeah.
extra mile, yes, something which is which the person has done, uh, which is not in his job description, yeah, which is not mentioned, but then still he did it, right?
Yes.
So yeah, such kind of rewards and recognition, yes. Then anniversary, like work anniversary, 5 years completion, 10 years completion, 15 years,
Yes,
yes, that is also
absolutely.
there. Yeah, yeah. And
And likewise,
hmm,
sorry.
please go ahead.
Likewise, I missed on this very important because Hetal was some time back talking about, we need good managers who can find out the talent and keep appreciating these people. So for those leaders also who are doing this good work, recognizing the people from their team, we have different kind of award that is known as Pinnacle Award. That is actually a leadership award for all these, job level, higher job level for the best manager, CX and CXO. So that is
Yeah.
also one very good approach.
Even we are doing that. So once in a year we have our company's foundation day, and that is when these key awards, like you just said, for the managers or for people who are managing big teams, and so we are doing for them we are doing this, and then obviously there are these quarterly and yearly, and these awards we also have. We have recently, added one more, which is Rookie of the Quarter, which we are giving away to the new joiners. I think that has also been quite well received, because I think sometimes the new joiners do not feel very included in these R&Rs, right? So we have started doing this Rookie of the Quarter as well, and then Key Contributor of the Quarter, as you've just said, somebody who's going beyond their KRAs to kind of perform. So yeah, that is there. And obviously there are team awards also. When a certain team is performing well, then there are certain monetary and then other awards also which are being given.
Wow, Hetal, like you have also given me a very great idea of the New Joiners Award. This is a very
Yes,
unique one. I really like that. I would like to go ahead and at least, give this idea
Yeah.
to my team.
Yeah, and
yes,
it has really worked out well, because initially, the new joiners, they used to stand at one corner during the R&R programs, but this has
Correct,
really
correct.
motivated them, because now they also understand that even my work is valued, and even I make a difference. So yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
nice, very nice. Yeah, if new joiners will feel included, and हमें क्या मिलेगा, they will not think on those lines, right? हमें क्या
Yes.
मिलेगा, kind of.
Actually,
So yes, they will
and
get a
yeah, sorry to intervene. Actually, the new joiners attrition is a very,
yeah,
thing in for all the HRs. So I think that will help contribute a lot to retain them. Once they
yeah,
will feel engaged and will have that recognition, definitely it will help to some extent.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
with
right.
new joiners attrition, I think we all are sailing in the same boat, and we all know what it takes. And the
Yeah,
HRs are, I think, coming up with new ideas to just kind of retain.
yes. But there has to be, I always say, it is not only the company, it is not only the HRs. These two, HRs and company, is doing everything for their employees. जितना possible हो रहा है, they are putting their efforts. Yeah, even we need that kind of a response from the employees. Agar, and that is what works as a recognition for us, that yes, something is working out, and
Yeah,
by considering that,
Correct.
we can perform better for employees. Yeah,
Right.
so it is, it has to be a combination of all, the company, the HR, the employees, everybody, and then only um, वो dish अच्छे से बनेगा. Yeah,
Yes.
it is not just like it should be spicy, it should be namkeen, it's
Uh,
not like that.
balance
All
is
teams,
important.
balance is important, right?
Right.
If HR is giving some or the other idea, company is implementing, and if we are not getting response from the employees, then we don't get whether it is acceptable, not acceptable, what it is, what's going on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think what I have observed is that, everyone comes with a vision when they join an organization. So, as you said, that sometimes you do not get that kind of response. I have now made my peace with that, that sometimes that response is not going to come. And that's quite all right, because you cannot expect everyone to come with the same vision. Sometimes,
yeah,
somebody has a different vision. There are certain
true,
people who are looking out for some different things, and it might not align with your
true.
company's values, and that is completely all right. I mean, that's a part and parcel of your job as an HR, and you do
Yes,
not have to take it on yourself, because you have to look at the brighter side of it, where there are people who feel valued, and the only understanding is the vision has to align. So if
yes,
an employee's vision aligns with the organizational vision, then you do not
true.
essentially have to try and retain that person. That person is going to be with you.
Yes, right.
Absolutely.
That's right. But yes, there has to be some reaction. Yes, no, whatever it is. No तो
Yeah,
no मुंह पे आके बोल दो नहीं हो रहा है, ठीक है. But then at least give that reaction. It should not be blank zero.
it should not
Actually,
always be anonymous surveys that are required
Yeah,
to get reactions or to
exactly.
understand.
हाँ, सामने आके बोलो ना. We want our people to speak up. Okay. If they have their suggestions, come and talk to us. We are we are ready to hear those ideas. It should not be
And I
like,
think, yeah, and I think, I don't know, but we would love to hear those ideas. I mean, what are we doing here? We are just trying to understand different concepts and ideas, right? And we
yes,
would love to hear that. And employee, I think sometimes you get some really good ideas from the employees themselves. There are a lot of
actually,
good
they are
things
fresh
that,
minds.
yeah, that there is a lot of positive ideas that has come to me many a times, and we have also sort of aligned that. It's not like कि आप अगर कुछ दोगे suggestion तो वो नहीं होगा. I don't know.
हाँ, it is
Even
not
that
like,
that is there sometimes.
yes. People do think that yes, what if I suggest वो तो होना ही नहीं है.
Right.
क्या फायदा क्या है? No, it's not like that. We actually think on lines wherein we can implement those ideas. We can think around those ideas. Definitely. And you will be recognized for that too.
Yeah.
Actually,
Let's be assured.
We'll make sure of that.
Yes, we will make sure of that.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
that,
the topic evolves today about the recognition, and today we are in an era of, not era actually, the time of the great recognition, resignation. Sorry, the great resignation. So I think rewards and recognition is going to play a huge role to at least retain some of them, because we can't comment much. We are already facing challenge. Market is really good, so not much can be done. But if we
yes,
can retain people, it is through the rewards and recognition. That
Yeah,
is
because
yes,
very
I think
important.
Yeah, because I think people work for money, but they would go that extra mile for recognition and praise. So, yeah.
yes. And monetary recognition plays a vital role in recognition in recognizing any employee. Is what I have understood up till now.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. So yeah, thank you very much actually, Anusuman and Hetal, for having this very healthy discussion. I really like this discussion, and
Same here. Same here.
yes,
Same
Thank you
here,
so much for
Shraddha.
inviting me, Shraddha. Thank you for your time, Hetal. It was a
thank you
pleasure,
very much.
listening from your views, what you are implementing in your organization, and that has given me quite a few good ideas.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much, Anusuman and Shraddha. It has been a great chat. And even I have got some really good ideas from the two of you. Thank you so much for that. Again, thanks to Company Bench for organizing this. It has been a great
Yes,
Saturday so far.
yes,
Actually, I
yes.
was a bit scared initially, but once the discussion and session started, I really thoroughly started enjoying it. So thank you for that, Shraddha. It was really a great session.
Yes, thank you very much to both of you for this participation. And presenting your thoughts without any hesitation or anything keeping in your mind. So yes, thank you for opening up this discussion. And yes, thank you for all our lovely participants, lovely audience, and being, even though on this Saturday they have made efforts to join this session. Hopefully, we have given you good inputs up till now. And yes, thank you very much, and have a very wonderful and enjoyable weekend to Anusuman, Hetal, and all the other participants. And please stay tuned. We will be coming back every week. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Shraddha.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
everyone,
Yes.
for taking out the time.
Thank
Have
you.
a great weekend ahead. Thank you.
Yes.
Have,
Thank you,
thank you.
everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.